You know who it is. Let's get down to business. Welcome to part 2 of my video. Don't forget to follow me on social media on TikTok and Instagram. I'm almost pretty sure I forgot to say that in my last video, so I'm saying it here. Look at these beautiful jade press-ons that I made myself, and I am so excited to put these on. I mean, I already did, but now you guys get to see it. So I know my hands look bad. Again, they look a heck of a lot worse on camera than they do in person. But again, nothing was tender, nothing sensitive other than my index finger that sort of broke weird. So my last video, I briefly explained how to measure your tabs. And in this video, we're going to go a little more in depth. It is the same process that you would use as you did with your press-ons. You want to make sure that the tabs themselves cover your full nail bed enough to point where it's securing the press-on nail to your own natural nail. You don't want to have any of the tabs sticking out from the side or even underneath the nail, because I've done that in the past before, especially first trying to figure it out, and your hair gets caught onto it and then other things get caught onto it and it's just kind of gross, and I just didn't like it. So I find, again, if you want the full coverage effect from the press-on nail and the nail tab, you would do it the exact same way. Make sure nothing's seeping. If it's on crooked, that's fine. As long as when you press down the nail is straight, you should be absolutely okay. I honestly don't know how many recordings is already, but it's I swear I can't talk. So starting with the pinky, working my way to the thumb. You have your nails lined up for your right hand. I have it lined up on your sheet from thumb to pinky. I like to work backwards. I find it's easier for me. And what I did is, after I applied the adhesive tabs, I just grabbed the appropriate nail, applied it, put some pressure on for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then I moved on. The only difference that I do recommend is when you are using these tabs, my thumb, I had the tab itself, and you'll see here in just a few seconds, sort of sticking out from my thumb, as you can see right here. And I found it was a bit challenging to remove that little protective sheet than it was when that tab was facing downward against your nail. And I only realized that towards the end, so my brain just wasn't working with me. You're not going to have any difference in effect with the tab itself. I just find that it was just more challenging to remove that little protective sheet before you applied the nail. As you can see right here, I am struggling, and I just made sure everything was secure and ready to go. Apply the nail, make sure it's straight, and hold for 10 to 15 seconds. I sort of went back in again to make sure that it was to my liking. You do see me sort of tap my nails onto my table, and it just, for me, just gives me reassurance that, you know, they're on there pretty good. Again, they're not a permanent wear, they're only temporary. You'll only get, you know, a few days out of it. Like I said in my last video, I will definitely have glue included in my kits down the road. I just want to see how the tabs are for a few people. But these are so cute. I can't get over it. And this is my famous test, just to make sure there are no openings or it's not loose, especially by the cuticle area where water can get trapped. You know, you don't want any of that stuff. I find if you do think it is loose, sort of think of it like a wiggly tooth. You know, you just know that feeling. Same thing goes with your nails. You know, if it's loose, it's wiggly, you will definitely feel it. After the third day of wearing these nails, my left thumb was just ready to come off. And I'm like, okay, so I'm very happy. I sort of kept everything, I did everything within the week, just so you guys can see the process. And, you know, I'm not changing anything. I'm not doing anything extra. What I'm doing in the video here is what you guys are going to get when you buy these kits. So that's why I made these videos. I want to make sure that, you know, you're getting the same results as I am. The only difference will be the longevity. You know, if you're using your nails as tools, if you're, you know, consistently submerging them underwater, you're going to get a shorter result in wearing them than, you know, taking protective caution using your nails. You know, your nails are jewels, they're not tools. But Moving on to the next one, I'm just admiring these nails. They turned out so cute. I loved them. I got so many compliments when I wore them out. They're very, very, very cute, and I'm happy I went with short square. Oh my goodness, this is voice recording number 15. So this was my mistake. As I was working on my thumb and my pinky, I didn't realize that I was not recording. So I'm just going to finish applying this before I get to the other three that I left bare, so you can see how I applied it. Like I said before, when I had the tab facing outward, I had a bit of a challenge removing that plastic barrier. So when you apply the tab, I guess upside down, depending on how you look at it, you want that tab itself to face inward, so toward your hand. And I found when you sort of remove that protective sheet, it was so much easier. If you happen to pull the tab with you, no big deal. You can just use your cuticle stick or your fingers and you can put it back into place. Or if you happen to not like it, you can completely remove the tab itself and use a different one. If you are nervous about having the tabs on your bare nails, as you see here with what I'm doing, feel free to, add a base coat of gel polish or even nail polish and, buff out the surface, and then you can apply the tab. I have people do that before. I also have done it myself where I used nail tabs and nail glue just to give me the extra durability and longevity of the set that I was making. So to each their own, depending on what you like, what you don't like. Everyone's different, but there are definite options. And again, when you're measuring your tabs, you want that nice snug fit. I found most of the tabs fit pretty well on my nail beds. So when I applied the nail itself, when I pressed down for those extra seconds as well, there was no pieces of tab sort of sticking out. And you're just repeating the process. One more finger to go. Like I said, I think I got about, I'm gonna say like a good solid 3 days, which was pretty much what I was expecting. Again, not a permanent wear, only temporary, maybe like a weekend getaway or like a night out for sure, only because I don't have nail glue in these kits as of yet. I just want to see, how everyone else does with the videos that I have here and them applying it to themselves, something that I can improve on. I'm definitely open, but with the last 3 years of building my content, I try to always post my nail growth and my retention. I make mistakes as well. And, I rather tell you, hey, I messed up on this, but, I found a way to fix it. As I said before, I know that I damaged my nails, so I definitely didn't want to wear these too long. But I found they did help just to give me that extra protection, knowing that, okay, I can be a little bit more rough, knowing that my right index finger was going to be okay. So I did mentally, at least for myself, I had that little bit of security for my precious little finger, because it always feels so weird when my nails are not done. But I felt complete, I felt whole, I felt awesome when these nails were done, because I just could not get enough of how awesome these nails looked. And if there is anyone that is interested in purchasing my kits and they liked this style, I would be more than happy to recreate it. I've seen like an amethyst, I've seen rose quartz, bunch of different stones that I've been seeing on my feeds lately, especially on Instagram. So I'm very happy. I really hope this video helps. I may also have like a step-by-step guide posted on my Instagram as well if it helps. For me, I'm more of a visual learner. I like to see it get done and sort of have someone talk in the background, which is why I sort of did these videos. And I kept it short because sometimes I can't sit down for like half an hour, try to watch something. I try, sometimes I just can't. But we're very close to the end of this video. Just doing my last little testing. And again, in between each nail, I did do the additional pressures for about 10 to 15 seconds. I avoided water for about 2 hours. At least an hour for sure, but if you want to go longer, by all means. But these are just so cute and I cannot get enough of them. So if anybody wants this recreated, I am doing my kits only in Canada, not doing anything international at the moment. I'm still doing a lot of background stuff and branding, but I will be more than happy to recreate this for anyone. And I got my clickety clackers. I can't believe how cute these are. Let's just take a minute to have a moment of appreciation because I cannot get enough of how cute these are. And my inspo came from Pinterest too. I just typed in jade and I found like a background and I'm just like, yep, this is it. Super cute. Honestly, not that difficult. Not as hard as I thought it was. I don't know if I already said that. I probably already did. I don't know. It's like voiceover. What is this? 22. Because I clearly can't talk. And he still got leftover tabs. That's fun too. Yeah. I hope you liked this video. My last video, it's going to be short. It will be the removal video of these beautiful, awesome nails that I did. So stay tuned and hang on. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. But until then, I will see you next time. Bye.